Hello, crafty friends, and welcome to day 8 of my Crafty Advent Live 2025 series. No matter what it says over the top of the chat box, I know it says day 2. I just copy and paste that and forgot to change the day. So thank you for everyone who just realized it's just my brain during this Advent series. My name is Alicia, which I do still remember that. And as always, you can call me Crafty Al. Welcome to all of my friends over in the live chat. Make sure to say hi and where you're watching from and answer today's poll. If you are here on replay, I want you to answer today's poll and let us know where you're watching from down in that comment section below. Speaking of the poll, today I would like to know, since yesterday I asked about the new Advent calendars, today I'm asking about the oldies but goodies. So, which of the oldie but goodie Advent calendars has been your favorite so far this year? So what I mean by that is I couldn't put them all in one poll because there's more than 4, but I have some that are new to this series and some that you've seen here in past years. So for today, I want to know about the ones that we've seen in previous years. So you can answer tailored expressions, pink and Maine, the original gummy pan that has the larger dies, or spellbinders. So make sure if you're here live to go ahead and answer that poll. And if you're here on replay, I want you to answer it as well down in the comment section. And then make sure to put the hashtag bonus in your comment. I do want to point out yesterday I asked about the new Advent calendars. And I had some people put in options in their comments that were not what was in the poll because I was only asking about the new ones. So if when I go to pull those comments, you didn't answer the question from yesterday with the new Advent calendars, it won't count. So you might want to go back to yesterday's video and put in a new comment with your favorite new calendar. But today, please make sure to choose from those options. And speaking of that, if you do not know what all these Advent calendars, all this stuff is about, make sure to watch the kickoff video at least one time all the way through from beginning to end. That is going to answer 99.9% of your questions. But if you do still have one, you can leave a comment on that video. It is linked in the description box below. And yes, chock full of good information. So it's always a good one to start with. If you are here in the live chat box, don't forget that chat is flying. So if you need my attention, if you have a question specifically that only I can answer, I would like you to put question in all caps in front of your message over there. That way it's easy for me to look over and spot those to tag them for later. If it is just a general question, you can just go ahead and ask in the chat. Now, if you need my attention for something like you notice my mic is off or my camera's frozen up, I want you to type Crafty Al in all caps in front of that message. But otherwise, feel free to chat amongst yourselves, which I know that you've already been doing, because as I was doing the little pulling the comments on the screen during the intro, I had to keep scrolling because you were all like saying hi to each other and greeting each other. So I love that. I would like to take a second and just say, Dawn, I am so sorry about the passing of your father, as many in the chatter box are. Yeah, I'll be thinking about you. So please, condolences from me and your family and your friends and all of your dad's loved ones will be in my thoughts. So I will leave this at the bottom as a reminder when we're getting crafty. Me and my buttons today, I'm pulling up stuff I don't want to. That's probably not a good sign. You know, I'm going to say the wrong calendar name about 5 times already. But speaking of that, let's check out what has came out of those calendars or what we have created so far together. On the desktop are the tags for the first 7 days. Yesterday, we created together. It was viewer choice. And so you guys chose the tailored expressions die, which was the tag shape and the star and the little tree shape. So we did a little space Christmas tree and a little space squirrel with that galaxy background. So that was kind of fun. And I think a lot of you enjoyed it as well. So let's see what we're going to be working with today. I have to say, so far, you know, some years when you start off the first few days, because I can only use what's in the Advent calendar, the tags aren't the greatest. But I think just from the jump this time, like just because we had so many more calendars, I think they've been turning out awesome. If you agree, don't forget to give this video your stamp of approval, whether you're here live or on the replay, because remember, the more thumbs ups the video gets, the more names in the bubblegum bonus machine. Let's go ahead and do a quick stamp of approval check. All right. We have almost 100 people on here, which means we should be able to get three bubblegum bonuses while we're live. So if you are here and have not yet smashed that like button, please do so, because we're just a little over 80 thumbs ups, okay? But let's grab our advent calendars. I will start today with Marion Design. This is one of our new advent calendars this year, and Helga from the Netherlands, aka Crafty, sent this to me to open and share with you here. And let's see, I'm looking for day 8. I'm going to look for the right day. Oh, it's right down here. And I would say it is probably 4.5 by 3.5. Put your guesses over in the chat box, what you think it might be. And remember, we can't say die, D-I-E. If you want to guess a die set, please spell it D-Y-E. I'm going to get out my X-Acto blade. Let's start cutting this open. And if you think it's a die set, what kind of die set do you think it might be? Oh, Stephanie would love another stencil. Katarina has already opened it. We got a couple stencils. Embossing folder would be nice. Stamps. All right, let's go ahead and see what is in here. Oh, I think they are some like focal images. I don't know if they're stickers or just ephemera, but look at that. Let's open these up. Let's see. Okay, I think they're just like circle ephemera pieces with some winter scenes. Yeah, they don't feel sticky on the back, but you know I have tons of glue. Those are pretty. Little bird on that one. Now you know that I don't love coloring images, so those will be great to add a little focal point that I don't have to color, because I don't mind coloring like cute little things, but anything that has to look realistic, I am not into. So yay for Marion Design today. Next up, we will open up the Stampin' Up Advent Calendar. Let me get in there, and again, looking for day 8. Right here in the middle, we have about 2.5 inches by 4 inches. And while I have that up, I do want to remember to say thank you to our Crafty Advent Live 2025 prize sponsors. Carmen of the Choose Joy with Carmen YouTube channel is an independent Stampin' Up dealer demo, right? And she sent me a calendar to give away at the end of the series. Vivica of Color Me Nordic sent me both of the Gummia Pan Advent calendars to open on screen and a set to give away. And Michelle from Pink and Maine, I had reached out to ask her for some of the, let me show you, some of the tag die sets to give away. And not only did she send me 3 of those, but she surprised me with an extra advent calendar for you guys. So make sure to thank our sponsors. In the description box below, I do have links to them. The Pink and Maine is an affiliate link, which means I make a small portion of that sale at no extra cost to you. And with Color Me Nordic, please just let Vivica know in the order notes that Call Me Crafty Al sent you. And when you maybe want to shoot Carmen a message if you place an order because you saw her here, that would be excellent, you guys. Let's show our sponsors some love. let's go ahead. Give me your guesses on day 8 of Stampin' Up here. Ooh, look at that. Kathy's goodie box is on the way from Color Me Nordic. Love it. Let's see here. Do we have some guesses? A stamp set. Yeah, I'm wondering if we'll get any more stamps since, you know, they gave us that one. Craft by Jay, welcome friend. He's going to have to pass because he watched Carmen's video. A lot of guesses for stamp set. Let's go ahead and see what it is. Okay, I'm going to pre-fold the door, but keep it a little bit of a surprise. And are you ready? Put some drum rolls over there in the chat if you're ready to see what the Stampin' Up calendar holds. What do we think it's going to hold today? Oh, guys, we have some twine. I don't know if I have ESP, but just this morning I was thinking it would be nice if I had some fiber that I could play with. Technically, I could probably grab it from my stash, but look, now some came in the calendar. Awesome. Jay said, would I recommend a finger blade? You've never tried one. So I really dislike X-Acto knives. I don't know why, but they scare me. I feel much more confident, though, with this. So, I mean, I doubt they're that expensive. They're pretty handy. You know, since you can put your finger right up there on that, I think it gives me a little bit more control. So, I'd get one. All right. Oh, next up will be Spellbinders. Let me know if you've watched my Spellbinders short. Put short over there in the chat if you've watched today's. I do have a dedicated series for the items from this, and so far they've been shorter than 60 seconds, and I have the playlist down in the description box below. All righty. Let's see. Day 8. Right down here. Right here, friends. I'd say 6 inches by 1 inch. Give me your guess what you think might be in there. Oh, and look at that. Many of you have already seen my short today, so you do know what is in here. So awesome. Thank you so much for watching that. And just like with these videos, if you'll give them those thumbs ups, leave a comment, that is greatly appreciated. All righty here. Are we ready? Are we ready? I see some stencils coming in, a border or embossing folder. Let's check it out. It is a die set. All right, so I'll leave it in the package for now, but you can see it's actually one long piece. Keep that in mind, and then there's some smaller ones to go with it. I'll show you what I created. So here is the album that I am filling up during the series. Oh, wait, I got to make sure. Oh, there it is. Got to get out my piece of black cardstock so we don't get a sneak peek of tomorrow. So it is a banner die, and it actually is Happy Day, which I think I said on my short, it said Happy B-Day. It doesn't. It's Happy Day, and it is just all one strip. And then they have some individual pieces that you can put behind those letters. And I don't know if you can tell there, I put some embossing in the background and added some gems. If you would like to play along and make Polaroids with your Advent items, don't forget, if you are a channel member, you have access to this printable. And I give you the Spellbinders cover if that's what you're using it for. But if you're using it for multiple Advents, you can always create your own cover. I just grabbed that image off the Spellbinders website. And then for the inside pages, they are perfectly sized for you to cut down. And there's 1 through 24. So You can download that. If you're a member, check out the monthly blog or the membership tab for that. Now it's time, guys, to get our Advents off the shelf of Crafty Advent. We have our 2 Gummy Pan Tailored Expressions in Pink and Main, which I just realized I forgot to put some of my Tailored Expressions back. So let me go find those. 3, 8. Here we go. Oh, yes, I do want to. Nightbot just let us know is, don't forget that the first rule of Secret Word Club is that we don't talk about Secret Word Club in the chat. That means please do not ask about secret words, bonus words, if it's been said, where you can find them and all that, because I want those of you who are watching the videos to be the ones earning those entries into the final giveaway. So thank you so much to adhering to that while you're over there chatting. Okay, let's start with Gummy Pan. Gummy Pan are always dies, so you don't have to guess that. But what I would like to know is what theme of dies do you think might be in today's packages? So we have the little goodie die, which are the teeny tiny ones, and then the regular size die, which this is like the one Helga sent me last year. Helga knows the best advent calendars. We all fell in love with Gummy Pan after she sent me last year's, and now we're all falling in love with Marianne Design after she sent me that one this year. So let's say hello, or not hello, let's say thank you to Helga, aka Crayabea, over in the chat and down in the comment section. All right, what do you think here? We have nature, animal, plant. All right, flower. A flower to go in the vase. Yes. Okay, let's get this open because these are tricky, you guys. They really glue those in there well. Let's see what it is. Uh-oh, the drum roll beat me to it. I thought I had it out. Oh, it is a tiny birdie. Let me get out the magnet sheet. Or is it a fish? Okay, I think it is a bird, a tiny bird, but it also is kind of shaped like a fish. If anybody has watched any Gummy Pan openings today already, let me know what you think. Okay, I'm seeing they're flying by. Somebody said a whale, fish, tiny whale. Okay. So I get, you know what, you can make it. We'll just make it whatever we want, right? If it fits like a bird, we'll make it a bird. All right, for the original calendar. Oh, it's a porcupine. So those of you who said animal were right. Look at that. They're both animals. And somebody just mentioned got away from me. Crafty one said bird would go with the birdhouse. Yes, yesterday we got a birdhouse, but she agrees it looks like a fish too. Maybe we could draw some legs on it if we use it for the birdhouse. Oh, a hedgehog. Yes, thank you, hedgehog. I didn't, when I said porcupine, I didn't think that was right. But hedgehog is a word I forget. Yes, cute. I love it. Next up is Tailored Expressions. It is nice and flat. It is definitely solid. It is solid, and it takes up like that much of the bag. What do you think that might be? Give us your guesses over there. Give me your guesses over there in the chat. And I'm going to do one check of the stamps of approval because I just noticed we have almost 130 crafty friends in here. Okay, we're pretty close, guys. We have 121 likes, so yay. Thank you so much for smashing that like button. But if all of you smash it, we will be able to go over that 125 threshold. So let's see what Tailored Expressions has in store today. Oh, look at that, you guys. So you know how they have like those really long dies that you can cut cardstock strips from, and some of them are just regular and stitched. So it's a little bitty one. That is fun. That will be useful all year round. And sometimes you don't always need all the length on their full size one. Let me go over there and get one of those and I'll show you what I mean. So they call them easy strips dies, and I have the stitched versions, and you can see that these are about twice as long, but you know, this has like different sizes. That is great. It already flew by, but I noticed that somebody wrote strip die, strip DYE, which is exactly how you should spell die in the chat, but it got held back because of strip. I have even like, I try to put the comments on like not strict, and for some reason it does not seem to make a difference. They are holding back some weird words. So thank you to my moderators in the chat for letting those go through. And finally today, we're opening up the Pink and Main. Oh, thank you. Island Gal, where's it at? Island Gal said she just sent a PayPal donation. Thank you so much. I will check it out after we're done here.
Very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thanks again. I got to quit hitting the button 2 times. I don't know why I keep doing it. Totally appreciate it. And your name will be going into the bubblegum bonus machine. And just so everybody knows, any super chats or PayPal donations, that is going to shipping the prizes at the end of the series, both the big boxes and the daily tags. And anything I have left over, I'll move into the 2026 prizes, any that I send out. So again, thank you for even considering supporting me that way. And I also had Ruth G. She sent in a PayPal donation overnight. So thank you so much to Ruth. Okay. Okay. Day 8. It's bumpy. It is firm. It is very thin. What do you think it might be? What do you think it might be? Get your guesses in over there. Get your guesses in over there. I seem to have caused some confusion in the chat. I guess the friend who typed in strip die just removed it herself, so the moderators didn't catch that one. But it could have went through, because obviously I knew what you meant. Let's see what is in here. I'm agreeing with Barbara. I believe it is some dies. Oh, yes. Yes. Let's take these out. It is like a fun kind of zigzag edge stitch die. A piece to go inside of there. And then, oh, these will be handy, you guys. Oh, some different size fishtails. Look at that. That is great. All right. So if Pink and Main gets chosen today, this is one of those times where I can stray away from the fancy tags die. So if that gets chosen, otherwise, my projects always use the fancy tag die from Pink and Main and this color palette. Okay. Let me get this put, well, actually, I'll kind of get all these back out where we can see them. So you guys can let me know what you hope comes up on the wheel today. So, feels like we're missing something. We have Pink and Main. Gummy a Pan will be either of these. Tailored Expressions, Stampin' Up, Marion, and Spellbinders. They are all accounted for. Yep. So let me know over in the chat. Oh my goodness, Teresa. Teresa has gifted 10 Call Me Crafty Al memberships. Let me get my sound effect out.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Teresa.
Thank
and your
you
name will be
very much.
Look, I said I was not going to press that twice. I really need a Mr. Producer, don't I? Thank you so much, Teresa, for that gift. And let's see who was lucky enough to get those. Annie, Glam Girls, Stacy Dobb, Jordan, Susan Johnson, Bridget, The Crafty Visage, Jackie M, LV Handcrafted Lynn, and Zen Jen Art. So you now have 30 days of Glue Stick membership. So make sure to check out the membership tab once we're done here and scroll down a little bit and it will have the latest posts to the current perks. And thank you again, Teresa. Make sure to shout her out over there in the chat box. And in the chat box, let me know what you hope comes up on our wheel today, what you hope that we work with. Get those faves in. We got Pink and Maine. I think, oh, here we got some TEs rolling in. Gummy Pan. All right, let's see. I'm going to bring in our wheel. So this is how I pick what I'm going to work with each day. And as one gets chosen, I hide that specific one. Once I start over on the 13th with the Gina K Designs Advent Calendar, I will refresh the wheel and put everything back on there. But let's go ahead and see what we're working with. And remember, I can always use other products from today as well as other things that have came in the Advent calendars. What do we got? What do we got? Oh, it went right. Tailored Expressions. It went right over Artist Choice. Maybe tomorrow, guys. Maybe tomorrow. So I have to work with Tailored Expressions today. So the little, oh, no, got to remove that. So the strip die. It was so close. All right. That'll be good because we can use that with lots of stuff. So let me see here. What could we pair that with that we haven't used so far? Because the banner die is already kind of a strip, I don't want to use it for that. And I would like to use lots of different colors with this, so I'm not sure how it would look with our little hedgehog. Same thing with this. I think the colors are too bright for those images. I don't know, though. You know, I don't know, though. Oh, Amy's got a good question. What would I have picked if it was my choice? Honestly, I probably would have picked the Tailored Expressions. I probably would have because I'm excited to try this out. Guys, maybe it would be fun to kind of use this little hedgehog, but just leave him like white so that we have a really colorful background and then our hedgehog to pop out. I think that's what I'm going to do today. I think that's what I'm going to do today. I want to put, and who knows, maybe we can put a sentiment on one of our new fish tag banners. Fishtail, not fish tag. Okay, so now these are perfect, you guys, for, where are my scraps at? For when you have scraps. And I'm going to get out one of my tags that I've already die cut, all ready to go. And I'm going to see if I can get some. And then I need a scrap of pink and candy corn. I think I'll have to dig into here. Because this way, I don't have to worry about like coloring him in so he looks real. He'll just be fun. Let me hide my message. Then I want candy corn. And now that I've cut these, I'm going to be cutting more than I need, so I can always use these for a different day. Now, while I cut all this, probably not a lot to chat about, so feel free to chat amongst yourselves. Don't forget to answer the poll because I will be closing it before long here. And also, you can let us know, what are you doing while you watch today? I did notice earlier I saw one of our friends was at work, but is anybody crafting along? Are you just hanging out? Are you just listening and doing something else? Oh, Kim had... Well, I saw, let's see, Kim asked how was my daughter's performance yesterday. So it wasn't actually my daughter in it. It was just at her college. It was very interesting. It was good. It was kind of like a more modern take, I guess, on Jesus Christ Superstar, because they had like taking selfies with cell phones and stuff. And of course, the way that like the ensemble was dressed was more modern. But it was a small theater and my daughter wanted to sit in the front row. And I kid you not, at some points, I could have reached out and touched the actors and actresses. And that was a little like jarring to me, but it was a fun show. Little too close. I thought I was gonna have to take part in the musical there for a second. And don't forget, whenever you send dies with the flat edge through your die cutter, it's always good to angle it a little bit so you don't go over that speed bump. Whew, that one, this scrap was barely wide enough to cover that. I better watch out for that. Almost done. 3 more to run through. If you got the TE Advent calendar, let me know if you have went to check out their add-ons. I will put the link in the chat. They have some great items you can buy that either go with, the items from the calendar and just the extras. And if you do use that link, I get a small portion of that sale. You do have to be logged in to the account that purchased the Advent calendar to be able to see what's there. Oh, Crafty one for the win. She's been using my affiliate links, it looks like. Thank you so much. She said she just got the binder and magnets from the visual supply list. Awesome. I forgot what size you cut the magnet sheets for the binder. All right, Amanda, I'll try to remember that's your first name, but I think we all know I can't remember too much right now. Amanda, which binder did you get? Because I had a couple different ones. So had a couple different, oh, I guess I'm going to probably guess it's this one, because these actually came with the magnet sheets already, so you wouldn't have to cut it. But I got this one too that has different size magnets in it. So like it has like a 4-up page. These are in half, like the top is one pocket and the bottom is one pocket. And then these were great. Then I have like those just skinny ones in half. Let me see. I'm going to guess you want to know the size of this one. Let me know about that. But these binders don't come with magnets. I got some vent covers. I got some vent covers from Menards or whatever. You can buy them. They're a little bit thinner, so they work better when you're stacking them all together in this binder. But let me see. Is this the one that you wanted? Let me know, Amanda, if this is the one you want to know, or if you want to know the half sheet. So these I cut to 2.5 by 3.5. And then I'll go ahead and measure the other ones too while I have it out. And this is about 5.25 by 3.5. And yes, if you let me go ahead and pull up that visual supply list, that's a good time to remind you about that. So what Amanda's referring to is in the description box below at the top of the supply list, I do have, it's the common items that I'm using during this series, plus a few other things. So you can go there and see like the advent calendars, the pink and main die, some storage, some basic tools. And then down here, I have a link to the binders that I use. So I have the more thick one that comes with the magnets, or the one here, the second one that has the divided pockets. So you can check that out. Thank you for the reminder to talk about that, Amanda, because I had kind of forgotten. All right, and I can't bring it up. It is the one with, okay, so I answered that, I believe. Let me see here. I thought I saw one more question. Maybe I did not. If I missed your question, put it in there again, because the chat is flying, guys. So, I thought I saw something else. Right. Oh, and I saw some people mention like some things they buy off Amazon. Just, you know, if you're ever like wanting to buy something off Amazon, you can always use an Amazon link from your favorite creator, whether it's mine or someone else. But if you go there, you don't necessarily have to purchase what like maybe they've linked up. But if you use that link and then buy other things, they also get credit for it. Amazon, it's like usually like 1 or 2%. It's not great, but a lot of people shop there. So if you use those links, you know, it's always appreciated. Okay. Here we go. Now let's see what, oh, I got out that trimmer to cut this down. Look, I thought this was going to be a nice quick one today, and then I can't even remember to get use my tools for what I got them out for. Okay, 2 left. 2 left. 2 more to die cut. Make sure to smash that like button if you came in and haven't done so yet. If you came in a little bit late, and answer the poll. Once I am done cutting all these pieces, we will close the poll and see which one of the oldie but goodie calendars is your favorite. Oh, it looks like I missed a message from Cindy about the loss of her husband. Cindy, I'm so sorry to hear that. It is a rough time. I will be praying and keeping you in my thoughts. Okay, all done with that. So let's go ahead. Let's hydrate. Not really hydrating too much today. I have Diet Coke instead of water. So let me know what you're hydrating with. And let's see what is the favorite old Advent calendar. Da-da-da. Let's get a drum roll. Maybe. All right, 37% of you say Spellbinders, 27 Tailored Expressions, 23 Pink and Main, and 13% Gummy-A-Pan Original. Now, last year, that Gummy-A-Pan would have been like way at the top. So interesting to know just from year to year what becomes our favorite. Let's see. My favorite oldie but goodie so far. Wow, I'm trying to think what I've gotten in there. I think I might have to agree, you guys. I think each of the Spellbinders, there was maybe one day I wasn't crazy about, but I really think this year I have enjoyed that one. But I always just love new goodies and to see how I can use it. So I'm glad I have them all, but I would probably agree. All right. I saw a question go by. Yes. Oh, and yes. Oh, okay. So in the color cubes, are there Christmas colored cards or holiday themed cards in it? I know that, so I haven't dug into them too much. And she is speaking of, oh, you can't see them. So I did purchase the new color cubes, which is a 4-volume set, and they're a little bit different now. So the past ones, there wasn't really any theme or organization to them. And the new ones, they give you tabs and they're divided by theme. And they do have, oh, okay. So in box number 1, in the new box number 1, they have a winter section and a Christmas section. I guess the other day I looked in the winter. I didn't even look any farther to see the Christmas. So there would be some ideas for Christmas color palettes. And some of these are in those original ones. Some of these are new. But yes, there is Christmas. And then the next season up, they have Sweet Valentine in there. And I saw somebody just mention that the Spellbinder Stitchmas is, what does it say, is fabulous. Kathy Clark said that. Don't forget that after my video today, if you stay here and you have your phone or your computer on autoplay, it will take you to Yvette's live stream for today, and she is opening the Stitchmas this year. So I hope that you'll check that out. Okay. Oh, you guys, I should have probably checked these and ran them through there twice. Some of these did not die cut with that one run through. Oops. Stephanie said she thinks she's heard there's Easter too. Do you want to let me know, like, are you talking about an Advent calendar? Last year, Gummy-A-Pan did put out an Advent calendar around Easter that Vivica from Color Me Nordic sent me to use. I don't know if they're going to have another one this year or not, but if they do, I will send out an email. So make sure you're signed up for my email list, and you can join it by clicking the link in the description box. Is that what you're talking about? Or is like Spellbinder is going to do an Easter one too? Because, you know, they just did like the Halloween box. So that would be cool. Let me know, Stephanie. Teresa said she wonders if she could take the original ones and create tabs. Yeah, I mean, I say go for it if you want to. I know that in the original boxes, some of them did seem to be, excuse me, like there seemed to be like a whole bunch of ocean theme ones together. So I think there maybe was some kind of rhyme or reason to them. So I bet you could try it, especially if you already have them. Yeah. Oh, the color cubes. Yeah, they probably do have like a spring or Easter one. Yeah. Yep. Okay, guys. Yeah. So some of these did not cut all the way through, but maybe if I bend them back and forth, we can get some. Yeah, like these little ones, I should have cut that again. Yeah, I hope Spellbinders does more holiday calendars too, because Craft-A-Ween was fantastic. Which, by the way, if you won any of the Craft-A-Ween prizes, they were all claimed on the first round. So my goal is to make it to the post office this week with those prizes. So keep an eye out on your email. I'll let you know when I've shipped it, okay? If you won any of the Craft-A-Ween prizes, or, well, wait, the daily creations already went out, so you should have gotten that. But if you want any of the prizes, put Craft-A-Ween over there in the chat box. Okay, guys. Yeah. Ugh. I'm just going to try to get a few off each, and then later I will rerun these back through so I can get them apart. Darn it. I wish I would have realized that. Okay. She had to use the shim to get the TE strips. Okay. Yeah, I think that probably would have been a good idea. It's these little ones right in the middle that don't want to come out. So my goal is going to be one of the big stitching and two of the small ones from each, and then I will rerun these through. Oh, Susan M won one of the Craft-A-Ween goodies. Awesome. Yes, Susan, I will let you know when those have finally made it to the post office. Feel free to talk amongst yourself as I try to break all these apart. And the Tailored Expressions cardstock is nice and thick too, so that is probably not helping it any. Okay. Oh, I forgot. I need to cut my little hedgie. I'm going to put him to the side so I don't forget it. And you guys, guess what time it is? Guess what time it is? Get out your what kind of word tracker. Let me know over in the chat or in the comment. What kinds of words am I getting ready to share? Let me know. Put it over in the chat box or in the comment section. And then I will give you today's word. There we go. They're already rolling in. Chris Turner was first with secret words. That is correct. All right. Now they're rolling in. Remember, these are secret words. Do not share them in the chat, in the comment section with people who aren't watching, because I want those of you who are to be the ones earning the entries. If you do share them in the chat or in the comment section, unfortunately, you're disqualified. We don't want that to happen. So keep them to yourselves. Keep them a secret. Today's word is day 8 is angels. Angels. So Angels is day 8. So make sure to write that down. If you do not have the secret word tracker, check out that kickoff video and it will tell you how to download that. Now let's see how we can add these to the background. I'm going to bring in my color cube card. And I think I'm going to go in the order of what's on here. And I'm going to start with the candy corn, the thick one. And then go in with the thin mango. Back to the thick one for the jelly donut, the light purple. And then a thin one for the next one. And then just keep going in that order, back and forth with the stitched and the knot. Okay. If I go back now, it's going to start over with that. I think I might just do one round, you guys. Because I think it might be a bit too much. And I was hoping that when I got to the end here, that this one would be the regular one. I think I'm just going to stick with that. Maybe put it, let's see where our hedgie is. So our hedgehog's going to do that way. If he's down at the bottom, he won't look like a space hedgehog from yesterday, like floating out in the middle. So I think I'll do these right here. And I'm going to bring in my glass board so that catches my glue. Don't forget, if you don't have a glass board and you want to get one, I have a link in the description box and a discount code for you to save 15%. So it's a good time to buy, maybe a Christmas gift for yourself. Instead of these magnets, I'm going to use this thicker one. I believe this one I got at Tailored Expressions. Hello, Karen. She says, do I think the mini strip die will work with the TE maps or is it too small? I can measure and tell you what it is, but I don't have easy access to the card maps to get them out. So this is 4 inches. It might work on some that aren't diagonal. But I would say give it a try, and maybe if it doesn't fit all the way across, you could cut the map down a little bit smaller so it's not as wide. Maybe have a bigger border on your card. And I will be giving this away at the end of today. Don't forget, if you have already won a tag, you can't enter to win this one. And if design choices I made today are not your thing, you can always save your entries for, oh my goodness, that moved, for a different tag. That moved underneath the magnet. Oh goodness. Press that down a little harder before I put my magnet on there. Oh, yes. Reagan, welcome, friend. She says, thank goodness for glue shift time. No kidding. Let that sit for a little bit. Let's go ahead and cut out our little hedgy guy so we can get a look at him. And again, Gummy Pan is so good about putting in the extra like details with their dies. So it's not just the shape of a hedgehog, it actually has that texture. Love that. Ooh, you know what? His arm is cut out. Look at that. You could even put something underneath his arm if you wanted to. That's fun. Maybe, oh yeah, his ear will pop up. Check that out. Pop up his ear. Look at that, you guys. Cute. Oh, let's see kind of, oops, Crafty Lynch. I want to kind of see what he looks like there. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut one more of him in a gray and give him a little bit of a shadow. And then I'm going to color in the inside of his ear and give his cheek a little pink, which his cheeks probably, if he had a cheek, it'd probably be there. So let's do that. I'm going to cut a light gray version of him. This piece, no. Oh, I lost my top plate. And I am trying to stick to the colors on the card, but I do also allow myself neutrals to go with it. And don't forget, you guys are coming up with so many great ideas over there. No, over there in the chat box. Try those out with your dies. And then over in my Facebook group, I have an album specifically for Crafty Advent creations. Put those in there. It is so fun to go see what others are doing with their dies. My Facebook group is linked all the way at the bottom of the description box below. If you're not already a member there, you'll have to answer the questions, agree to the rules, and it will automatically let you in. Just keep in mind, photos can only go in the specific album. So it's easy to find the Crafty Advent one. It's right at the top of the album page. I did see somebody said add a bird to his nose. I think I'm going to leave him like that for now, but that's kind of why I brought up that. Go ahead and try that. You know, put the birdie on his nose or, you know, color him in more if you want to. I'd love to see what you're doing with your dies or your other goodies. They're not all dies. Okay, let's see. I think I'll put a shadow to his back left. Again, just a little something to help him stand out. Give him some time to dry. Stephanie says, and you can post, you can comment on photos. Yes, in the albums, just if it was on the main section. Yes, please, if you go in there and check out what others have created, definitely give their creations some love. Leave them a comment. Tell them what you like about what they did. I haven't caught up over the last few days, the past couple days, but I have been enjoying seeing everybody's creations. Okay, let me get my, let's see. A very light pink. I'm just gonna, I know that this isn't necessarily in our color palette, but I am allowing myself a little bit of blush on him. And then I'm gonna say his cheek is right there. I do not know where a hedgehog cheek will be, but that's what I'm going with right there. Okay. Oh, I like it. I like it. That's so cute. Cute. Okay, now we need to think about if we need a sentiment. Can anybody think of sentiments we might have gotten that would work? I know that Pink and Maine, they had some sentiments with their stamp sets. So I don't know if we could maybe incorporate a flag. Oh, those are actually kind of big. Okay, let's see what we got. So, like, thank you so much. Congratulations. Hello, sunshine. I love how they gave you some sentiments on these, but I think these are going to be kind of big. I think those are all a little too big, but I think they do look, oh, look how nicely that one fits on that die. Let's look at our, let's see. Let's see. Let me get out the Stampin' Up set. So this came with the Stampin' Up Advent calendar. Let's kind of see how big these are. I mean, you know, if we had a heart die, we could stick under this little guy's arm. Wait, hold up. Because I think Love You would be cute. Do we have a heart in here? Okay, now, it's not specifically a heart, but there is a heart on the birdhouse. We're going to do that, you guys. I'm going to just cut out teeny tiny right there. And then leave out the Love You from the Stampin' Up set. I'm going to cut the heart out of the dragon fruit, the pink. And I'm just going to put it where it will just only kind of cut the heart there. It's in the corner of the house. I think this one is a good little size for our guy. Let's look. Oh, I did see Patrice said there's a heart on the Pink and Maine tag set. Oh, is there? Of course, now I've misplaced my Pink and Maine tag die set. Oh, here it is. Oh, there is. Look at that. I'm going to see though if this one will work, and that way we're kind of sticking, you know, to like what came in the calendar, because this little heart has some stitching detail on it, which I think will be neat for the stitching in the background. You see that now again, because Gummy Pan puts all of those like texture lines in there. I think it's going to be easy to just pop this heart. Look at that. I only have to cut in 2 places to get that heart out of there. And did I just say pink and Maine? Because Gummy a Pan puts that. I don't know what I just said. You guys know what I meant, though. Gummy a Pan always puts those detail lines on there. Ugh. Okay, don't want to lose that. Oh, that's cute. Okay. I'm so glad his little arm popped up so we could put that there. And now let's go ahead and stamp this. I'm definitely going to bring in my Misty since I really have one chance to stamp. And let's do, again, I think just to pull in the pink from the heart, I'm going to do the Stamping and Dragon Fruit. Oh, hello, Danny. Thanks for stopping by, friend. Hope you're having a yummy lunch. Okay, that looks pretty straight. And because I have not used this stamp yet, it is new, which means there's usually like kind of manufacturing oils on it, which might keep it from stamping nicely. As you stamp more, they always kind of like fix themselves, but I like to go ahead and remove any of that I can with my fingers. Because it's a sentiment, I'm not going to get out my press tool. I'd rather just stamp it twice and accidentally press too hard and like smush out the sentiment. But really, the Stampin' Up! Stamps are nice and solid. They really don't do that. Oh, gosh. That looks perfect right off the bat. Don't even have to restamp that. Okay, now let's bring our little guy back in. Look at our little guy. All right, gonna go ahead and glue him in place. And then we'll do a poll. Get your poll lights out. We'll figure out what color, what the background tag will be is. What color we'll use. Do that bar again. Okay, let me get out some options for the backer. You guys get your poll lights in the chat. So many of you already got your poll lights over there. Get those in the chat, and then I'll get out some options for us, okay? So, where are they at? I did already pre-cut quite a few, but I also think because I did, oh, I need to glue him down a little bit on his head. Let me leave him under there just a little while longer. Because I made his shadow in that light gray, I almost think that that could be an option. I'm just going to get out a little piece of that for now. So we have our options here. The middle stripe is purple. So that might look good to pull that middle color out. Obviously, more pink. Okay, I think we'll try it on these. I think we'll try it on these 3. So we'll take a look at it. Take a look. So here's what our hedgie would look like with some gray behind him. Okay. Here would be our hedgie on a purple. And then here would be our hedgie on pink. All right, so be thinking about what you're going to choose, and I will get the poll ready. Even if I type it incorrectly, it's gray, purple, or pink. So if I type one of these incorrectly, just remember A, B, or C, because you know the other day I completely typed the wrong color in the poll. Okay, so let's go gray, purple, and add one more option for pink. Gray, purple, pink. Okay, I'm going to give you 2 minutes to vote in that poll, and I'll just play a little music while you vote and smash that like button if you have not yet already. All right, guys, which of the options won today? All right, 48% say purple. I think that's nice since the purple's kind of in the middle of the colors. And it is almost time, you guys, to close up shop for the day and pick a winner. So make sure that you stick around and smash the like button, because the more thumbs ups we get, the more names we get to poll. I like to kind of start getting it centered, and then because the glue takes a little bit to dry, I can always adjust it. All right, we'll give that some time to dry. We'll do one, or probably not our last stamp of approval check. Smash the like button right now. Guys, we did it. We got over 150. Keep smashing that like button though, because we might be able to hit 175, and I will check again before we pull those names. Let me know how long you've been here today. If you have been here the whole time since I said hello, put a 10 over in that chat. If you've been here about half the time, put a 5. And if you just came here at the end, thank you for being here, and put a 1 or a 2. Let us know how long you've been here with us. Give that just a little more time to dry, then we'll take one last look Ooh, lots of 10s rolling in, you guys. I love it. Thank you so much for being here. It's always so fun to have so many faces. Even like some of you could put an 11 or 12 because you're in there chatting it up like 30 minutes before I even start. So make sure to let me know. See some 8s, 9.75, almost. Have a couple 2s I think I saw there. Excellent. All right, I think our tag, we'll call it dry. We'll call it done. Here it is, you guys. Remember, if you have already wanted tag during this series, you cannot enter today. If you don't like a design choice that I made, save your entry for another day. Totally can do that. You do not have to enter to win it. But here is the final little tag. I think it came together pretty cute. So at least 18 years old, you can live anywhere in the world, subscribe to the channel, smash the like button. Again, if you've already entered a win, or if you've already won a tag, you cannot win again. But let's go ahead. I'm going to get the giveaway tool ready for today. And then we will get the winner picked for this. All right, if you would like to win today's tag, one time over in the chat box, type in hashtag Hedgie, hashtag HEDGIE. It should look exactly like it does on screen. Even if I've misspelled how you think Hedgie might be spelled, just spell it like it's there on screen. Make sure to include the hashtag, no spaces. If you do notice that, oops, I left out the D, or oh, I forgot the hashtag, retype it to get your entry, but there's no reason to spam the chat with it because each username does only get one entry into that drawing. If you're doing a little chair dancing or getting groovy, get some emojis over in that chat. All righty, going to give you about 10 more seconds because I see some hedgies still rolling in. Make sure that those stop. Oh. There we go. Okay, guys, it is time. Let's find out who the lucky winner is of today's little hedgehog tag. Maybe you could put it on a card for Valentine's Day. All right, good luck, everyone, and congratulations to Ruth. Congratulations, Ruth. Okay, to claim your prize, you're going to need to remember what it says your username is on screen. So you need to put that whole thing there. And then down at the bottom of the description box below is a link to a Google form that you will need to fill out completely. You'll have to know which day's tag you won, and it always corresponds to the day of the month. So today would be tag or December 8th or day 8. And Make sure to put in your email address. That way, if I have any questions, I can reach out. You have 24 hours to fill that out. I will not go and track down any prize winners at the end of the series, so make sure to do that within 24 hours. If I were you, I would go right after the live is over. Again, the link is at the very bottom of the description box. And just like with the thumbs up, somebody will have to let me know. I know that to like the video, maybe if you're on a phone, you have to close out the chat to give the like button. Do you have to do that to get to the description box? Not positive. Love how you're all over there congratulating Ruth. Okay, let's take one last look at the tag that will be heading to Ruth. These will go out in 2026 at the conclusion of the series. Now, guys, I'm going to do one last like check. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, we got to 164. Some of you have came and went. It is possible to get to 175 for one more name drawn. So again, this is the last call for stamps of approval. Smash that like button if you have not yet already. But let me go get the giveaway ready to pick those names. All right. All right. If you would like, right now we're polling, let's see. Oh, let me look at that again. We are polling 5 names right now. So if you would like your name in the drawing, I want you one time in the chat box to type in hashtag day8, hashtag DAY and the number 8. Again, just like with the last one, it needs to look exactly like it does on my screen. And I will give you another couple minutes to get those in, and then we'll draw all of those names. All right. Thank you to Iona Sue for verifying that, yes, if you want to get to the description box so you can find important links, you do have to close out of chat. Thank you so much for updating us on that. All right, guys, I'm going to do one last check. One last check. Oh, we got to 167, pretty close. And again, thank you so much for taking the time to smash that like button and let us know you're here. All right, are we ready? Let me get out my pad here. And I'm drawing for 5 names, you guys. So let's get them chosen. Oh, and don't forget, you do not need to do anything to claim these. Your name just goes into the final bubblegum bonus prize drawing, and it's either for little crafty prizes or extra entries into the final giveaways, but you don't need to do anything. I just keep track of your names here and I will write those down. And you can be in the bubblegum bonus machine as many times as you earn or win it. So name number 1 is going to be Cards of Joy. Congratulations. The next name going into the bubblegum bonus machine in quotation marks is Crystal Niebaum. Congratulations, Crystal. The third name going in today will be Dawn Hill. Oh, Dawn needs a smile. Congratulations, Dawn. All right, next up will be the second to last. The penultimate name going in today is Missy Pippi Crafts. Congratulations. And the final name today, make sure to smash that like button. The final name today is going to Brenda Gentry. Congratulations, and thank you again to everybody for being here and smashing that like button so that we can have some fun and earn some of those entries into the drawings. I would like to say thank you again to Teresa for gifting those 10 memberships. And then Ruth, and I forgot to write down our other friend who said that she did a PayPal donation. I'll remember tomorrow so I can say it again. Thank you so much. If you have any final questions, now is the time to get those in. Otherwise, don't forget to check out Yvette's video, which will be going live in just over 30 minutes. I'm going to try to get my lunch made so I can sit down and watch for a little bit. I do have to voice over a video this afternoon that's due for Tailored Expressions by end of day. So probably won't be able to chat watching Yvette, but I am going to watch while I eat lunch. What are you going to have for lunch? If it's that time, I'm going to air fry myself some chicken tenders and make a Caesar salad to go with it. I love like chopping up my chicken tenders and putting them in the salads. All righty. Let me see any final questions. Oh, Ruth said, let me see. Let me find it. Ruth said, so Ruth must be international. And she says, if the postage is silly international, she understands. Ruth, you know what? That is what, like, I have had so many crafty friends send in super chats and PayPal donations, and it is to help pay for those international shipments, especially with those boxes at the end of the month. So no worries. They are all open to international viewers as well. So, and thanks again to everybody who all over the course of the series has supported me. Oh, Susan, which by the way, man, if you missed the first, 5 days of this series and Susan's saga with the intruder in her house, you have got to go back and watch those. But hopefully her heart is calmed down now. And oh, it was not funny, but earlier today, as I'm down here getting ready to go live, it sounded like the door between the house and the garage opened. And Lyndon was down here with me too. And she started like meowing really weird. I'm like, oh. So I got on the cameras and I didn't see anybody like outside the house, but we can't go back anymore. And so then we go to the top of the steps and there's a place in our kitchen where the floor creaks and it sounded like it creaked. So Lyndon and I are both on edge, but I don't think anybody's in my house. I hope not, but I can't imagine there actually being someone there, Susan, like you encountered. Oh yes, Island Gal. Oh, let me do that. Oops. Let me star this first. Yes, it was Island Gal. Thank you. Oh, no, wrong one. Right below it. Welcome, my sister. Anyway, yes, thank you so much, Island Gal, for that PayPal donation. All right, but Susan wanted to know, which chicken tenders do I use? And I am happy to tell you. So I go to Sam's Club to get mine, and they remind me, now they've gotten a little less quality over the years, I'm not going to lie, but when I first started getting them, they reminded me of like restaurant style, like restaurant quality chicken tenders. You know, like I like some nice thick breading. And so I don't know the brand, but they are from Sam's Club and they come in a box. They're not the ones in a bag. There is a bag inside of the box, but it's a pretty decent, I would say 11 by 17 by 8 maybe box. So delicious. Okay, let me see if I missed any questions. All right, guys. So don't forget, if you have missed any of the days, you can go back and watch those on replay. I do have the entire series playlist linked in the description box below. Collect those secret words, collect any bonus words that you are finding. And until next time, I hope you're all having a crafty day. Bye-bye.